Okay, so never mind the presentation. I'm not into presentations. Forget all about them. Do you guys have the same feeling as I do, being very overwhelmed by this new world of opportunities we have? Right? It is crazy, right? A year ago, NFTs were a very small niche, thousands of dollars being traded on OpenSea, maybe getting into tens or hundreds of thousands, and suddenly we have billions, okay? So very overwhelming experience indeed. But if you try to kind of cool down that excitement a little bit and try to take a deep breath and understand where we are, what are NFTs doing? NFTs as a technology are a way to tokenize unique assets. It sounds pretty generic to me. I don't know about you, but I think it has very, very wide appeal. Yet what we have today in NFT space is collectibles, right? Okay, so anybody in a room working on or wanting to work on anything but collectibles? Okay, I have one guy in the front. So what you working on? Or want to work on?
Well, yeah.
3 words or less.
3 words or less. I'm actually working on a gamified TNT project. I'm working on a honest NFT kind of advertise, like gaming, analytic production stuff.
Okay, gaming. Got it, thank you. Indeed, if you take gaming industry, I think that maybe 1 or 2% of it are collectibles. Everything else asks for much more. And when you think about it, why is that? Why do we have collectibles as the basic and the only use case that is taking over the whole NFT? It's become synonymous, okay? And I personally don't like that. So it is because the technology we have today, let's start from Ethereum, allows you to do, well, only one thing. You take the file, you make the file, you mint the file on the blockchain, and then you sell the file. That's what Ethereum can do, that's what most other chains can do. And it can be perceived as something unique out there that proves the ownership and so on, something we didn't have before. But that use case is very simple, and technology needed is very simple, but that technology cannot do much more than that. You take and try to make any kind of decent game that you really want to play, that you play, and you very quickly run into technical difficulties. There was a panel this morning about NFTs or on other chains that got me interested mostly about what they didn't say. They didn't say why you would want other chains. And me, and actually the next speaker here as well, are going to talk about more why do we need more chains. We need more chains because Ethereum and EVM compatible chains cannot do much. Their technology is, for me, it's like Web 1 was. Static, can do one thing, one way, that's it. Smart contracts are very good stuff for fungible tokens, because fungible tokens scale very well, but for unique assets, you need a technology that scales well for unstructured data. You have to have it as something that treats each and every project and gives them ability to build what they want, not the way the blockchain tells them. The best example of this is the kind of first innovation we did with Unique, and that is transaction fees. So in that sense, Ethereum is opinionated technology, which tells you, okay, so your user has to pay for their transaction, and that's the way we protect the blockchain. Now, if you talk about gaming world is 90-something% freemium. They don't take money from gamers until gamers really like the game. That's how it's built. That's the whole $200-something billion industry works that way. With Ethereum, you cannot do that. You can do stuff like lazy minting, great innovation, but can't get much further than that. And then we have seen what the NBA Top Shots did. They have hidden the blockchain under the hood, and boom, exploded. Okay, $1 billion, and etc. Because they can appeal to mass audiences. Now, with collectibles use cases, again, you can do that. It is easier or harder depending on a chain. It is more expensive or cheaper, but you can do that simple. But if you take a real game where you have somebody playing it for a month or 2 or 3, you need much more powerful tools. So that's what we did. We built on Substrate. This is underlying technology that allows you to build chains in Polkadot and Kusama. Ecosystem, you can make it your own. You can make it standalone if you like. It is truly, in my view, I've been blockchain space for about 5 years and in IT world for 20 years, and I think I can recognize the generational change when I see one, and I believe this is it. Because Kusama, Polkadot are here just completely different than other chains because they allow you flexibility, and that's the key. It has 2 points of flexibility that are core. One is you can put in the blockchain anything you want. They have these palettes, and you can add stuff that's specific to what you need. So we put it a sponsoring palette, a palette that allows a D app to sponsor anything their users do for anything they want them to do. So that's a fantastic flexibility, if you ask me, because the game developers are the best economists that I know. And the second thing is forkless upgrades. Not only you can put in blockchain new things, but you can put them in anytime you want. You don't need to wait 5 years for each 2.0. You can do it tomorrow. Okay, for me, that speed is something that is generationally new, and that will kind of get things going and improve things a lot. So besides that, we are a big believer in multi-chain future. The blockchains are not supposed to be nation states. You're not supposed to be minting NFTs on Ethereum or on Solana or Unique and so on. You're making NFTs as part of whatever you're doing. Blockchain is a database, and it doesn't really matter to the user what database their product is on. Nobody cares, really. We make them care, and I think that future is coming. With that in mind, we are making some big progress in that area, and we're seeing a lot of fellow builders do that, going that direction. Our chain is Ethereum compatible, EVM, and then, but then we are starting to work on a number of solutions that are going to be a bridges and infrastructure for that multi-chain future. So today I'm announcing the partnership we have with a project called XP Network, which is multi-chain minting and NFT transfer solution. So basically, users decide, artists decides where they mint the token, and they just choose which chain they want and put it in, and then users can freely put them back and forth if they find so. So those are kinds of things that are very important for what's coming. That's what's going to be needed when this hype we have now cools down and we get into correction, bear market, whatever, where a lot of excess we have today is kind of calming down. We're going to need to have much more powerful infrastructure and much better solutions than we have today. So that's it from me. Any questions from the audience?
Are you doing something about safety? Because, well, something that I'm getting all the days is that there's a lot of people getting robbed, and there is not like a lot of solutions about that.
Well, it's a blockchain, so unless person gives them their key, they can't rob them. You know, so, and that problem is a little bit bigger than we are, sorry. You know, that's the main thing. Okay, all right. Anybody else? Thank you very much. Oh, okay.
So you mentioned that in the beginning of your speech that, EVM compatible chains and
Good point, thank you. The thing is, most of the stuff happening now is on Ethereum. Ignoring Ethereum and saying Ethereum is crap, it's not going to survive, is completely wrong. Completely wrong. Ethereum is going to live for a long time and be a good leader for a long time, and very deservingly so. So it is very important to be compatible, but our compatibility with it is just that, compatibility. And then we have what core we build is things around that actually bring all the value. So you can, what we have learned in the past 6 months is from people who find the value of things we built, and we built a lot, they want to have ability if there is no liquidity, try sell their tokens on OpenSea, for example. Or other way around. Can we take CryptoPunks and bring them over to Unique and things like that? You need that interoperability. That's as simple as that. Okay. Thank you very much.